What's up, y'all? We are on another episode of Gems with Jewels. I am your girl, amber.jewelz. In today's topic, we're going to talk about the legal age of consent. And basically, like, it just seems like the older they get, the younger they like them. And I don't know, shout out to my people for, like, protecting me from that. But, like, I don't know. I knew it was always a thing. But I didn't realize how normal it was that, like, people really like to go after, like, younger people, if not kids. You know what I'm saying? Like my philosophy is, like, if they exceed, like, over a decade and some change, that's either too old or too young. Like, take, for example, me. I'm 31. I would not talk to somebody that's 21. That's too young. Hell, I wouldn't talk to somebody that's younger than 25. Like, that's too young. And I wouldn't go older than, like, a decade and some change. Like, so I'm 31. So, like, if you ain't, like, your mid-40s on up, that's too old. You know what I'm saying? We could be cool, but we can't do all that. But that's just me. But obviously, a lot of people don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... if the legal age of consent wasn't a thing, people really would be out here with kids, like, legit. You know, people talking about some 18. Shoot, there's people out there that'll go way lower than that if they could. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, when you on the other side of it, when you a kid, you kind of don't realize you being preyed on. Like, I have, like, a personal story. Like, I remember when I was in elementary school, I was at a private school, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a kid. Like, I'm talking, like, maybe first grade or something like that. Like, I'm talking a child for real. And I remember, like, we would go to the cafeteria to eat lunch when it's time to eat lunch. And while we getting ready to leave, high schoolers would come in and get to eating their lunch. Like, we went to a private school, so it was a small private school, but, you know, that's just kind of how their system worked. And I remember, like, as my lunch was concluding and the high schoolers would come in and they'll get in line and get their trays and get ready to get their food and stuff like that, I remember it was this guy that was in high school, and he used to point at me and be like, yeah, that's my little boo right there. That's my girlfriend right there. Mind you, I'm in, like, first grade. I'm in elementary school, and he's in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, even as kids, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? And when you a kid, when you're the younger person in that situation, you don't realize what's going on. You too busy thinking that you got sauce, you got the sauce, you special, you just got some type of exclusive light that your peers ain't got. That you're just so special where you're attracting older people. Man, you know what, you might be special and you might have a sauce, but man, no, them older people see young naivete green and, you know, just basically easy prey. You know, I'm trying to make it sound less animalistic, but that's basically what it is. Like, human society really ain't as civil as we like to pretend to be. It's just, if certain laws wasn't in place, boy, it'd be like the jungle. If laws and the consequence of jail or prison wasn't a thing, bro, we would be like the jungle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so, you know, you kind of gotta, you gotta educate your youth, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want your baby boy or your baby girl to get got out here, educate your young. Because it go both ways. It ain't just guys that be out here doing it. It be women out here rolling with guys that be young enough to be their nephews, if not sons. You know what I'm saying? They go both ways, but it just seems like the older they get, the younger they like them. Because it's like a life force extraction that they need to feel young within themselves. And the people that are their own age, they can't get it from them, or as much from them. You know what I'm saying? And the people their own age probably ain't gonna put up with they bullshit like maybe a young person who don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a power dynamic thing as far as, like, youth and beauty and handsomeness and all that stuff, like aesthetics and physical attraction. Because, I mean, yeah, like, the more younger you are, the more life you got. You know what I'm saying? You young, you fresh, you fresh in the game. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, you just got to be careful, because I'm just learning that that's a lot calmer than I estimated. I really underestimated the commonness of older people going for young ones. But yeah, you just got to be careful and educate your people, educate your kids. And yeah, so and if the young person still want to go through with it, because sometimes the young person be knowing what they be doing and still go through with it. But just all I can say is just educate them so they know how it works, you know, and like just basically expectations on what's likely to happen. But oh yeah, it's real out here. The older they like them, the older they are, the younger they like them. And of course, not everybody is like that. Of course not. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of people who are, whether they out in the open with it or behind closed doors. Shit. You be surprised. One of them people might be in your friend group and ain't know it. So I'm just saying, like, just got to be careful. Gems with Jewels. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out.